What is going on, everyone? Welcome to a new episode of Coexisting with Rob and Maggie. It is Friday, March 28th. Want to say thank you for joining us today as I can't talk, but welcome. We are very happy you are here. We are going to talk wrestling, and we are actually going to have we're going to be on here for 1 hour because we do know that SmackDown is starting for a lot of you.
We
Well,
don't want to
starting.
take, we don't want
Yeah.
to steal viewers from SmackDown.
Yeah, like we've made a deal with the World Wrestling Entertainment and
And they
TKO.
pay.
Yeah, they paid us. Tony Khan pays us. Now we got payments from the WWE, so we're doing well. But want to say thank you everyone for tuning in. We've got our first super chat already. Thank you very much for that. Um, it's all Rob's fault. That is correct. It is my fault because I was having, believe it or not, this is the first time this has ever happened. I was having microphone issues and then
No.
sound issues. Yeah. So, but we're good. We are ready to rock and roll. So, even though this is how I start every show, we're going to do it, but she'll probably be quick this time. Maggie, how are you?
I would like to know what is up with the font.
I don't
When
know.
you displayed Ryan's super chat, it was in a crazy font, which is different than
Yeah.
the, yeah. What is that?
I don't know why that is. How?
Why? Like that is we're not. What is this? Kindergarten? And that's a Twin Peaks reference. Uh, I'm fine, guys. Everything's good.
There we
Yes.
go.
No. Ew. No.
Yeah, no, it lets me change it
That
now. So
that is what.
it lets me
Ugh,
change it now.
ugh.
So let's find a
Okay,
good
so
one here.
let's find it. Oh no, that
Ooh,
is not it. Okay, so
ooh.
that's actually good, but no. Oh yes, that is so gothy.
That's it. It actually says the font's name is Metal Mania.
So I was close enough. Oh no.
Yeah, I can't even
Oh
read
hell,
that.
what is this? A tattoo? No. What is going on?
I'm just trying to find the. I don't know
That's
why
good,
this.
but no. What is the?
Ooh.
Oh, it's hurting my eyes. Uh, it- okay. The glorious thing is that we're looking for a new font for a thing that keeps displaying that it's your fault. So,
Yeah,
oh my God.
but yeah, you
Where
can
is the
go ahead and say.
default? Yeah, I'll just go ahead and tell people. Guys, today was my first day of work since last Sunday because I had a mini vacation. And by vacation, I mean to my couch. I did. I did a lot of girly stuff. I have a close friend which does professional makeup, and I was her model for a student that she's been having because she also gives lessons. Uh, they're a lot of money. And I was a model and I was pretty for a couple of hours. And I went home and had to wash my face. And I did not want to do that. And then on Thursday, I had a hair appointment. I cut a bunch of my hair because it was really, it had to be done. And I toned my hair. Look, it's not yellow anymore. It's,
That's nice.
I swear it's blonde. Because it looks brunette, but it's really not. But it's smooth and shiny now. I cut a bunch of it. I know that I this is a lot of girly stuff that I just said. Um, Everything's good. A weird week, and hopefully next week is the same because I still have 2 days I need to take for a vacation. Rob, how are you? Are you? It's been kind of a slow week when it comes to wrestling. Um,
That
no,
son of a
it's been
bitch.
said about Gail Kim, but
Yeah,
yeah, it's Jeremy's fault.
yeah.
It's not
We.
Rob's fault. It's Jeremy's fault. Thank you,
Yeah,
Scott, for ratting out Jeremy.
yeah.
If someone can message Jeremy
I'm doing it
so
right
he
now,
can
actually.
come on to the show and
I'm.
explain his actions, it's gonna be great because I hate change. Even if it's good, even if it's for a good change, it's really not. It's no.
Okay, I sent him a link. I sent him an invite, so we'll see if he joins us. So yeah, let's talk until he gets here. Let's talk about Gail Kim. A ridiculous, ridiculous firing. Um,
Oh, wait, wait. Oh my God. I'm so sorry for interrupting. Guys, my shtick, I forgot my shtick. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Please leave a like on the video. This is the most simple and free way in which you can support us. Also, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Share the link to this very podcast right now as we're live. Go on Twitter or on Facebook and share the live link that is right now happening on the Fightful Twitter. Please send us a super chat. Is the bottom of the YouTube live chat, a little dollar sign. If you're watching on any other platform, you can send a humper chat at humperchats.com. It makes us keep a little bit more of the money. So this is we always make people uh, you know um, send us their thoughts there because it benefits us. Please subscribe. Oh my God, subscribe to Fightful Select. It is our bread and butter. A lot of news, a lot of contracts, a lot of scoops ahead of pay per views and after pay per views. Um, the most awesome $6 that you can spend on any wrestling media. Again, please leave a like on the video. I cannot begin to explain how important this is. And from now on, please, we can continue talking about Gil Kim. I'm sorry, Rob, for
oh, you're
interrupting.
fine.
Completely forgot. Yes,
Yeah, no. So, yeah, Gil Kim got let go. I believe it was Tuesday, maybe when. Yeah,
it was.
Tuesday was
Yeah,
when she got let go from TNA, which was mind-boggling. When I heard about it, because Gil Kim has been one of the people that have been constantly praised by everywhere she's worked. I mean, like even though she left WWE under um, circumstances, but it wasn't like her fault why she left. It was just because of other people, like she wanted to leave. But with TNA, Jesus, man, like I don't get it. And as Sean said, there's already one talent, at least one talent that reached out to him that said they're leaving, like when their contract's up now. I mean, that just shows you the popularity of her and how people feel about her and how how great she is and how much people liked her backstage. And the fact that they did this when she was a very popular person backstage is very odd to me. Um, I'm very curious to see what Anthem's um, goal is. I know they're putting new people in place, and I don't understand it why they're doing this. They were doing really well. People were starting to watch. I think. I don't know the ratings and stuff, but I mean it was getting a little bit. It was the way I'm saying it is I was noticing more talk about TNA than what we were used to is what I'm saying. So I know people had to be paying attention to it more. Um, yeah, I'm very uh,
befuddled.
yeah, that's probably the best word for it.
Yeah.
It's just very odd. I know that the thing is, Gail Kim's going to land on her feet wherever she goes. If WWE wants to bring her back, AEW, one of those two companies are going to do what they can to get her. I'm sure. She would be an outstanding hire. So we'll see. Um, we shall see. And it's up to her too. Obviously, if she wants to continue on doing this, I hope she does because she's very good at what she does. She's smart and just everything that we know. And as I've like talked to, I got to interview her a couple months ago on my podcast that I did the movie one, and she was on there, and she's just as awesome as she can be. So yeah, I just hope whatever she does, as long as she's happy, and that's what matters the most.
Absolutely. So, I don't think I can possibly say anything much more than you already did, but except to share your absolute baffledness, if that's even a word, Um, it's because when it happened, again, like if you guys pretty much know me by now, um, I tend to stay away from my phone when I'm on my days off, and but I couldn't help but seeing that news, and I'm like, man, I can't catch a break. And of course, it's not about me, it's about her. But like, I was having a nice day off, and this news just hit me out of nowhere. And I'm like, this is TNA doing TNA stuff shouldn't surprise me anymore, but yet they still do. Because last time it was Scott Demore, and I was shocked by that. Because TNA went back to being TNA after it was Impact for, a decade. Um, by decade, I mean a century. And they got all the buzz surrounding that. And then they fired Scott Demore. And I'm like, that is a choice.
Yeah.
Um, but when they did, at the back of my head, I was like, it's okay, Gil Kim's there. She's still there. She can handle everything. Um, sorry guys, I had to cough. So because Sean was sharing with us a lot of, because like he has a, this kayfabe storyline with hate feud going with Gil Kim, and he always said that the one word that describes Gil Kim was unfuckwittable. Like and I don't think there's any better way in which I can put it, but like, I'm, with all due respect to Sasha Banks when she was in WWE, for me, Gail Kim is the boss. She's such a girl boss, man. I I saw a lot of people that told media guys that she was um always vouching for talent backstage in front of Anthem, and that's always something that you want in your locker room, someone backing you up. And Fightful reported that a lot of people said that they weren't gonna renew their contract deals now that Gail Kim's gone. And
Well, I just know of that the one person he said. Not I don't know if it was a lot of people.
well, yeah, I know about the one, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that other people think that too. Because if you don't want, that's not what you want from your locker room. That's not what you want. And like, it shouldn't be, for me, Gail Kim was, because in WWE they have Stephanie McMahon, who's such a wonderful figure, and in the on the business side of things, and incredibly well spoken, and spokesperson for WWE, and girl power, and that is great. And then you have Gail Kim, and now she's not there anymore. And it kind of makes me mad. You said that people were, starting to talk about TNA, and I'm pretty sure that this was all because of the WWE
Yeah.
uh, partnership that they have going on. I saw people speculating that they were getting ready for a sale back in the day when WWE were, releasing people because they were prompting for a sale. I I don't know about that, and I have zero knowledge when it comes to business from that point of view, and I'm incredibly ignorant when it comes to stuff like that, because it's a different part of the world, and I don't even know how things work in my own country, whether alone, a totally different one. For now, the only thing I can tell you is how shocked I am about this, because if you have someone like Gail Kim, you do not let that person go. ever, and you do anything in your power to make them stay if they want to go. But like, I thought that people like Gail Kim and Scott Demore were always gonna be people in Impact and TNA and stuff like that, because Gail Kim has the opportunity. She's Gail Kim. She
Hmm.
has the opportunity to go fucking everywhere that she wants, but she chose to be there. And then they let her go. How? What? Like, what is? I'm just.
Yeah. Gail Kim did today. She did post a tweet that she says, "Thank you and yes to more female leaders in wrestling." She made a statement that said, "Just wanted to say thank you to the fans, friends, and especially my peers for all the support you have given me over the last few days. I've received such an enormous amount of love, and it really has helped process this change for me. More than anything, I am grateful for all the years and opportunities I was given to help build something I always dreamed of. The Knockouts division is and will always be my heart and all the women who were a part of it. Thanks to the incredibly hardworking and passionate TNA talent and crew that I have had the pleasure of working with, this will not end my passion or my love for wrestling, and this is not the end of Gail Kim in the wrestling world. You don't put 17 years in one company and stop when you are this passionate. I look forward to sharing my journey and am taking some time for myself and prepare for what's ahead. Looking forward to the future." Um, so, yeah.
Um, when it comes to the Knockouts division, I I know that I shouldn't be talking as much about it because I got turned off of TNA a little bit after it went back to being TNA, because it is my decision not to watch TNA, because I couldn't possibly be asked to care about a promotion that voluntarily signs Tessa and Matt Riddle. Um it's
I don't think Riddle's there anymore.
well, yeah, okay, but like, because
No,
like
but
Matt,
still, like obviously, even Tessa's. I get
yeah,
what you're saying.
because
I'm just,
obviously, of course, not me not liking Matt Riddle is a personal choice, like nothing, and that is it. And the Tesla thing is just, I don't know, man, it's kind of obvious. And for me, the Knockouts division isn't what it used to be back in the day. And by back in the day, I obviously mean like 2 years ago, when it was thriving. And it was like, it if you were a female wrestler, this was the place that you wanted to be. Impact. um their tag division and their women's division were something to be looking forward to every week when you tune into the show. So Jordan Grace had nothing more to do there, and she went to WWE. And for me, right now, it's Masha Slamovich, and she's one of my favorite female wrestlers out there right now. And but like, for me, that's about it. And um if your Knockouts division isn't doing that good, letting go of Gail Kim, not a that's not what you do, man. I'm sorry. That is not what you want.
yeah.
It's
Um,
just incredibly puzzling. Just I just wanted to shout out our friend Clown in the chat before I forget that, because that was such a good thing to say. I mentioned that I had a vacation on my couch, mini vacation on my couch, and he referred to it as a staycation. And that
yeah,
is that a thing? Is
yeah.
that a word?
It's a word.
That is the first time I'm ever hearing it. Thank you, Clown, for making me, for familiarizing me with that. I can't even say it. Staycation. Wow.
Yeah,
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much.
surprised they even have staycations in Bulgaria.
We usually don't, because we need to tear our
Oh,
asses about money,
okay, gotcha.
because we're poor.
Didn't know where you were going with that
I
one,
am
but
really poor, guys. Send us your super chats if you want to support our show, also please humper chat because that is way better, way better. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So the other thing that before I forget, and I didn't think about it before we started the show, but uh, get your thoughts on Soraya leaving
Soraya,
a.
yeah, I forgot to mention Soraya too. Um, so um, this I suppose this is kind of an unpopular opinion. I am not the biggest Soraya slash Paige fan. I
Okay,
Yeah,
because of who
and
she
that
beat
is
when she debuted.
um I popped when she debuted because I thought that she was going to help AEW's women's division.
Oh, I was talking about AJ Lee, like WWE, like
Yeah,
debut.
that did not help also. That so did not help. Yeah, that's I was about to say this isn't me being an AJ Lee stan and not liking Paige. This is not about that
Okay.
whatsoever. Um, it's I respect the hell out of her journey. I respect the hell out of her holding on to herself after the
Hmm.
huge amount of crap that she has been through in her life. I'm incredibly proud of her as a human, and I hope she because she has a book
Yeah,
coming
coming
out.
out. Yep.
Yes, and actually, I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to reading that book because her journey. I hope no one goes through whatever she went through because that is some icky crap, and people should know better.
Yeah.
That being said, I I think because I was there at RevPro last year and in
Hmm.
London before All In, when that entire crowd saying that they booed her is putting it mildly.
Mm.
Like they tore her apart, man.
Mm.
And that was I don't know how you recover from that. It's one thing to get booed on a show that the audience know that you're gonna be a part of
Yeah.
because you're a heel, and that it's a totally different thing to go to Rev Pro in in London and getting that insanely horrible reaction from the crowd. Um, I was in the crowd with our friend John Barker, and both of us were like, "What is happening here?"
Mm.
That was not good. I understand that you're a fan, you paid your ticket, you're allowed to boo or cheer whatever you want to do. That is absolutely fine. But man, she did not deserve, that because you would think that people will pop because I told you when Top Flight got I don't know if it was no, it wasn't Darius. Uh what hmm, I don't know which one from Top Flight competed on Rev Pro. That crowd erupted.
Dante. Dante.
Dante Martin. Okay, it was Dante Martin. He was the one that competed at Rev Pro, and that crowd lost their minds, man.
Yeah.
They lost their shit, and I was like, I'm so happy about that. And then Soraya, she's from there. She's born in England. I know it's Norwich, England. It's not London or anything. She home country advantage, and she got booed out of that building. It was not a pretty sight, but whatever she decides to do, obviously she doesn't need to go to any other wrestling promotion. She would if she wants to,
Yeah.
but I just hope that she gets to do whatever the hell she wants and she thrives in whatever she decides to to put her mind to. What did you think of that?
I was very surprised by it. I was surprised by it. I thought, and she might have been happy. It's just maybe it was time like for her to do something else. And um, again, I've said it 100 times, if not more, on this show is the wrestlers who we care about. So if that's what they want, more power to them. Hope they're happy. Cool. That's I was surprised more than anything. Um, but we'll see what it means. Um, do I think? Do I think we will see her back in WWE? Absolutely, I do.
Yes. I
Yeah,
mean, she has to be a Hall of Famer at some point.
yeah,
If they continue not clear, if she goes back to WWE and people still don't wish to clear her to be in the ring, which will be absolutely puzzling if they do, because
yeah,
she competed. Yeah, it's
yeah.
gonna
I
be
don't,
yeah.
I don't get
Um
it, but
yeah. Mm,
I mean, okay. My thing about that, like clearing, if WWE truly has like the best thing in mind for the wrestler, cool, absolutely. But I just find it weird how like one group of doctors will clear them and the other ones don't. It's just I find it odd. Like I don't know.
I'm not a doctor and I cannot speak on things I do not understand
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Well,
But like
I play a doctor on Pornhub, but that's about it. So, but anyways, uh,
the doctor will see you now.
yeah, that's pretty much what I say. That's my line. Uh, Also, never mind. I'm
It's
not gonna
stop.
go with that other line. Anyways, let's talk. You wanted to talk a little WWE. Uh,
Yes, I do.
you want to talk about Jey Uso? You said. So let's talk a little Jey Uso.
So let me put in some groundwork. So Jay Uso last week did a dive off of suicide dive or whatever dive you want to call it, uh, and I really hate to use the word botch, but like for the sake of not having a proper word to say that way. So he he botched the dive, and he made a mistake. I feel like we're all grown up here. I'm not talking about everyone on the world because we all know that's not a thing. Uh, because our fans of coexisting are incredibly intelligent people. That's what I always want to say. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Please leave a like on the video. Um, we have an incredibly intelligent group of coexisting society. Making a mistake when it comes to professional wrestling, I'm incredibly surprised that wrestlers don't make mistakes all the time, because if it were me, I would have been I don't know, broken from mistakes. uh it's not an easy thing. People keep saying it ain't ballet. Ballet's hard, guys. Stop saying that. um it's it just goes to show you just how good these wrestlers are when it comes to in-ring uh, work, and
Yeah.
that's why they do make mistakes so little. But every now and then people make mistakes. It's a dive. What do you mean it's a dive? It's incredibly hard. What are you talking about? It's called a suicide dive for a reason. And because for whatever reason, Robert, they decided to turn this into a storyline, because they here's the thing. Um because people are morons, and they're
Fightful
like,
select can Fightful select
if
can report
yeah, Fightful Select can like uh, I
confirm.
I I really do not want to be offensive when I call them that, but like, they see a professional wrestler botch a move, again, that is what makes us human, guys. We're not machines. We do not do mathematical equations in our head as we are doing wrestling moves, except for the Steiner family. Um,
Well played.
and like, this is what making mistakes is what makes us human. And you don't, that's absolutely fine. And this shouldn't make anyone embarrassed, but because people are idiots and they're like, oh, he botched the move. Oh man, did you see the botch die from Jay Uso? It's so hilarious. Look at it. Look at it. And then you share it thousands of millions of times on social media. And here's the thing, in 2 days, everyone forgets about it.
Yep.
Everyone forgets about it. That
That they
is
do.
the magical world of social media. People are gonna, horrible people are gonna make fun of you for a day or two maximum, and they will forget it after. Like, I will never forget about the Titus world slide because
Yeah. Okay,
because
but we
I'm
gotta
so,
admit that was funny though.
that was funny, and
Yeah.
he was laughing with us eventually. And Corey
Yeah.
Graves on commentary lost his shit. And that's I keep, every now and then I go back to that because of Corey Graves' reaction on commentary. Not the slide itself. It was hilarious. Okay, that was that
My
was
favorite my favorite Corey Graves
Forey.
like moment. Yeah, my favorite Corey Graves like moment on commentary was the Royal Rumble when Chelsea Green came
Chelsea
back.
Green came back.
It will always be my favorite. Like I didn't even have
Always
time to make fun of her
to
husband. Like that.
make fun of her husband.
Yeah, that was.
That's an all-time Corey Graves favorite moment for me too. Um, and yeah, so this is probably the only thing I remember from the greatest Royal Rumble. Did Braun Strowman win that?
He. Oh, that year.
Yeah, yeah, the greatest Royal Rumble
Yeah,
in Saudi
I want
Arabia.
to. I
Yeah,
want to
he
say he
won that,
did.
and he won the championship belt that we never got to see again from the
Braun
greatest Royal Rumble. I kind of feel like Braun Strowman won that.
I'm gonna check. I'm
Yes,
curious.
please check.
Um, let's see here.
Okay. I don't even remember which year it was
Yeah, it was
from.
Braun Strowman.
Okay.
He eliminated Big Cass last.
Oh my God. Such a long time ago. Okay. Yeah, why the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah, botches. Um yeah, so because WWE, I don't know why they did that, but I can only assume, this is me assuming. This is me making up stuff in my head. So I can only assume that WWE didn't want Jey Uso to lose the incredible amount of momentum that he had up until now, because that every time Jey Uso comes out, it's like a mini concert.
Yeah.
People are losing their minds every
Yep.
time. And I'm happy that they saw that and they decided to capitalize on that, and they just gave him the Royal Rumble win. I'm glad that they did that, because this means that they have a finger on the pulse, and that they know that they cannot wait for a later point of in which they can push Jey Uso, and they pull the trigger there, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
So because they decided to make his gimmick right now Jey Uso incredibly over with the crowd and bad in wrestling. This is the thing that they decided to do with Jey. Uh, Crowd's favorite, and then cannot wrestle. Okay, so they can turn it, they still have time to turn it around. They have about 3 weeks. They can turn it around. They can make this into a psychological aspect, and him being overcome with emotion, and stuff, because I liked Jim Uso hyping him up backstage after you know their
Yeah, that was good.
their their in-ring segment. That was good because he was like, um I Jay asked his brother if he thought that he could beat Gunther, and he flat out said, "No, not this Jay. Where's the Jay that pinned Roman Reigns? Where's the Jay that won the Rumble? The tag titles with with Cody and everything. This Jay Uso right now, he cannot beat Gunther, but who can? The person who did that and that and that. So because before that, he wanted to spear Gunther, but then he
Mm.
tripped while trying to run. That is a whole different level of that's just so did that they did that on purpose after he accidentally botched the move, which again, it's okay. At least I don't
Well, I
know
mean
is the
that was
it's
planned, so
exactly. I mean, what was planned was him falling before the spear
yeah.
and him not,
Okay. Yeah.
this was this was what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
decided to give him this gimmick because he botched the suicide dive. This is the only reason, but again, this is me speculating because they didn't want the for them to lose the audience with Jey Uso because of that suicide dive. And I'm like, people would have forgotten if you didn't remind them of this. Again,
Yeah.
this sort of kayfabe build is not for me because they're right now. I'm 100% sure that Jey Uso is beating Gunther at WrestleMania, and I fucking hate that, by the way. But this is the right decision to, to do. This is the right move in my eyes because he's over with the crowd. Strap him. That is it. I don't know who he loses him the title to. I don't know where they go from there. But the right decision is to put the title on Jay. Do I like it? No. But this version of Gunther that we have right now isn't good.
Oh, I didn't like
So
that one.
d-
You ever wonder what? I mean, I know it'll be weird the day it happens, but you ever wonder what a Gunther face run would look like? You ever wonder? It'd be so weird to see, but
oh man,
because I guess recently at the house shows, like in this European tour, Ludwig worked as a face, which was very interesting to me.
I love that you called him Ludwig and then not Kaiser.
Yeah, I just
What I
I
want
like
to
to
call
change it
him
up.
is Marcel Bartel, but that is
Well,
a
yeah.
totally different thing. Um, yeah, he did work as a face. I'll tell you what I like. I like CM Punk tapping after Gunther chopped him. That was so good. Uh, and him being so incredibly animated.
Yeah, he beat who he defeated was one match was Austin Theory, and the
Good.
other one was against Grayson Waller. Grayson
Shocking.
Waller. Yeah.
Voila. The shoey? Did he celebrate
Maybe
with the
okay.
shoey?
So maybe okay. So this is my thing. I granted I know they said he worked as a face, but if you're gonna go against two people, like of course, like that's definitely gonna be the face. Like
Yeah.
Grayson Waller's not liked by anybody, and I mean I think
He
he's a great
should be.
wrestler.
Grayson
Yeah,
Waller is really entertaining.
yeah, but yeah. What was next on your agenda?
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do a quick Cooper effect, and then we'll finish off with Swerve and Moxley.
Okay, let's do it.
Yes.
Dun 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 dun.
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Guys, we're gonna talk about orangutans.
Orangutans.
Rank dang, 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 dang. Yes. So, in a heartwarming milestone for great ape conservation, Mary, a rescued orphaned orangutan, was has been released into the jungles of Borneo following rehabilitation. Jesus. Um, so she spent 4 years at the Bornean Orangutan Rescue Alliance, or BORA, where she learned how to survive independently in the jungle. So she has been allowed to return in her home. So um, she was released alongside two of her companions, Jojo and Bonte, who now live wild and free in Borneo's last remaining viable habitats. So Mary's journey began in February 2019 when she was rescued um, at just 1 or 2 years old from an illegally kept in captivity by villagers. So that fucking barf. Um, so in 2024, she advanced to the next stage of rehabilitation, moving to a pre-release island with Jojo and Bonte. And for 3 months, the trio fine-tuned their forest skills in preparation for their return to the wild. And now the three of them are free to be in the jungle together, and that is being kept illegally in the village is because I had a conversation about zoos this morning while I was opening the bar with
We
um
are.
yes, thank you, with a regular that we have, um because he took his two young daughters to the circus this past weekend. And I told him I was not a fan of the circus. I used to enjoy watching the circus on television when I was a little kid. I enjoyed the acrobat stuff, um, but I hated the animals in captivity there. You know, the elephants and the lions that were supposed to be doing, you know, great feats of acts and everything just for the amusement of people, and I absolutely hated that. And I always think that, you know, animals should roam free. And he was like, no, you know, a lot of the zoos have, you know, endangered species, and, you know, they keep them. And I'm like, yeah, and who's to be to blame for them being endangered species? We're to blame. We made them endangered. We kill animals for joy and, you know, other stuff that we do not need. So this sucks. I hope that Mary, Jojo, and Bonte are having the time of their lives in their natural habitat. Please, if you're going to take care of animals, do it properly, correctly, and do not hold anyone against their will. Thank you,
Yeah, that
Rob.
was a good story.
Yes.
So we go from that nice story to
What a wonderful
AEW.
segue.
Yeah. Well, AEW was in St. Paul this week, St. Paul, Minnesota. I did not make it. I did not go. Um, just had some things come up, so just didn't make it. I'll go next time, and I'll be at Raw in a couple of weeks anyway, so it works out. But they were in St. Paul, and you started the show. Anytime a show starts with Kenny Omega in a match, I'm gonna probably be pretty happy. But they
I'm
faced,
vanilla, baby.
God, they faced Jeremy Lambert's guy, Blake Christian. Um, that was just a very odd matchup for me. Like, I would not. If you would have told me that was the match I would have been able to see a month ago, like that's what it would be, I'd be like, okay, well, quit making shit up. Okay, let's not go there. But yeah, it surprised me. It went as expected. Uh, and hey, Kenny Omega wrestling, that's a good thing, so I'll take it.
Hey,
But
listen, Kenny Omega has a cat. He doesn't need more friends.
yeah, that's true. Like that was my that was gonna be the thumbnail. Like I have a cat.
Yes.
Like, but
I don't need more friends.
Sean wanted Swerve. But anyways, that's what we were going to talk about. Swerve Strickland. As you saw, like on the thumbnail, maybe it's Swerve's world. You know, like I know it's Swerve's house, but man, it's Swerve's world. He is just he's taking control of AEW. People want him to win that title again, and his character is just so damn good right now. Like
He's so good.
I mean, his character's always been damn good, but it's just right now, it's just very like entertaining and seeing what he has and the uh the John Cena callback this week. I don't know if you saw that. Did you catch that, Maggie? The John Cena callback in the promo? Did you hear about it?
Oh, what did he say? Like
He said to John
you can
Moxley,
go
"Why'd you
back to playing John Moxley
John
on
Moxley on
TV.
TV?" That
Yeah,
was so
I
good.
caught that. So good.
Yeah, yeah. I love it when they do that fourth wall stuff. I mean, they and it doesn't affect anything.
Respectfully, with
Yeah,
like it
yeah.
wasn't taking jabs or
No, no, not at all.
or
Like
anything.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It show like I like it when they show like I guess it show respect to it, in a way. Like I like that stuff. I love it.
What they're
But
doing is rewarding you for paying attention.
yeah, exactly. And that reminds me that you said that Kevin Owens like pretty much there was a tweet. I think Fightful's account retweeted it, but he basically said that he made a statement about how WWE, like Kevin Owens, basically said that you are insulting your fans' intelligence. But speaking of intelligence, pointing to the sign, there it is. I love it. I like it.
Okay, so hi, Jeremy, sweetie, we adore you. Please explain the font change on StreamYard. That is the stupidest.
I, I that's what her question was, by the way.
Oh, I didn't do
I-
that. I don't know.
Did
I didn't
that?
do it. I have no
Oh.
idea. I just kept it because I'm just kind of lazy and I didn't feel like I didn't feel like changing it, so I just kept it. But I didn't
It
do it.
was
I
so
never mess with
bad.
I never mess
Yeah.
with the fonts and
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't
I
either.
don't
We
care
saw
enough.
it. Yeah. Oh, but no, it was like that when she said that, I'm like, I don't know. And then somebody in chat said it was
Scott
Jeremy.
George told us
Oh,
that
Scott.
you did that last time.
Oh no, Joel was mad about it too. So I thought like Joel changed it back, and then so whoever did it may have changed it afterwards. Is it universal though? Because maybe it was Alex and Kate might change it.
Oh, if anybody changed it, it'd probably be those two.
Yeah, Kate changes
I'll throw them under the
everything.
bus.
So
yeah.
Well,
But no,
it's normal
wasn't me.
now. It's normal now.
I think I
Just
fixed it for now. We'll see.
Again,
How
I
are
don't
you,
care.
Jeremy? Are you
I'm
good?
well. I'm about to cover SmackDown. I just went out and got some pastries with the 12 children. So we got some apple cider donuts and some chocolate mousse bombs is what they have. Oh, this chocolate mousse bomb is amazing.
That is absolutely.
You'll have to explain it to Maggie what it is.
Brand new information.
Okay, all right.
What is
I'm gonna
that?
go get it. All right, everyone can look at the WrestleMania sign. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Point it at it until you get back.
So yeah, please
point to the side until he gets back. I hope he's not going far because this.
What is that? Yes.
So
someone, clip that. Clip that. Someone.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, what I was saying about Swerve.
Swerve. Yes.
So badass. Like I love what he's doing. Why is my finger pointing down? Anyways, but yeah, what he's doing is, I just absolutely love that whole promo. It was so good. Okay, there he's back. We can stop pointing at the sign.
Okay. All right. So here's what this is, everyone. This is a local pastry shop here. You can kind of see. I know there's a little stuff in the way, but you can see the chocolate outside there, and then inside there's a chocolate filling, and then at the bottom there's cake portion at the bottom there. So it's just a lot of chocolate. Is basically what it is.
No such thing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's no such thing as a lot of chocolate. No, that's.
Oh yeah, fair. Oh, I agree. I've had half of it because it was very rich. And I was like, I'm gonna save this for later. I need a nice glass of milk to go along with it because I love milk with the chocolate. And then we got some apple cider donuts as well, which I've not had yet, but they sound very good.
Winning. Man, that sounds amazing.
That's winning at life. Yes.
So that's how I've
amazing.
spent my afternoon, or at least
And
portion of it. Now, yeah, I'm gonna watch and cover
Get
SmackDown.
3 hours
I'm
of
sorry
SmackDown,
about
or
that.
2.5 hours. So congrats.
3 hours. These 3 hour SmackDowns are awful. So terrible.
They suck, man. They are such a chore. And the thing is, I have to watch SmackDown before I go to work on Saturday morning, and that is such a chore because I don't care, man. It was so good when it was 2 hours. What the
Yeah.
fuck is happening? Why are we doing this? There's exactly as little of women on the show as it was when it was 2 hours. What is happening? Stop it. It's
Not a fan of the 3 hour SmackDown, but I do like that I like when they started at 3, then they were over by 6, and it's like, oh, this is nice. Now it doesn't start till 4, so it's not over till 7. It's like, all right, I guess I still got some evening time remaining.
Yeah.
Scott, I don't think you threw me under the bus. I mean, I guess you kind of did, but no, I don't. I don't care.
apologize.
You can blame it. You can blame it on me if you would like, but I didn't do it. If I did, I would claim ownership to it because who cares? Yeah, I don't like the font either, though. So I'm actually with you, Maggie. I think the font looks kind of stupid. I didn't care enough to. I didn't care enough to get back is the thing. So.
No, it's absolutely fine. This is how it used to be right now, and you're looking at someone who adores Times New Roman. Okay, that is such an easy font on the eyes. I'm so incredibly. I am the most basic white chick ever. I'm blonde. I like Times New Roman, and I smell like vanilla. Like this is the basic stuff when it comes to a white chick. So
wait a second, Maggie. Are you saying
I'm vanilla, baby?
That is it. That is why I like Blake Christian. That is exactly why.
He should have won. He should have beat Kenny Omega.
You shut your mouth.
Nonsense booking from Tony Khan.
Why wasn't that match for the title? Was a totally different situation.
I started a campaign on social media to get it for the title, but my cries went to deaf ears, unfortunately. But I tried.
So you're telling me Blake Christian changed the font?
Maybe. No, Blake Christian wouldn't do that.
Because you were unsuccessful in his,
He wouldn't. Blake Christian wouldn't do that to us. All right, I'm gonna go cover SmackDown. Y'all have a good rest of your show. I'm glad I could maybe solve the mystery of who changed the font, although I don't feel like.
Yeah, we're back to whoever.
We won't.
Just blame Kate and Alex. I feel like that's the easiest thing to do.
I can blame Joel.
Joel, like I would typically be all for blaming Joel, but when I pulled the font up on screen, it was on like a Tuesday, it was a Tuesday because it was SP3. Maybe it was a Thursday. He also was like, "What is this font?" So I don't think it was Joel. Otherwise, I would 100% blame him.
So it's Gail Kim. Okay.
I'll message Kate. I'll be like, "Did you change the font?" I'll throw her under the bus. Did you change the font on StreamYard? There, we'll get this. We'll get to the bottom of this one way or another.
Yes.
I put it in all caps too, so she knows like I'm very serious and
very serious.
Yeah. I'm even gonna write that I'm very angry about this.
Step into my office.
She's gonna be like, "What? Why does Jeremy care about
who is this
at all?" She at least knows who it is because we exchange numbers. But she said I didn't even know that was a thing you could do. So she claimed. So it's not Kate apparently. We're trying to solve a mystery.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was Sean. Actually,
it could be Sean.
It would not surprise me.
Doesn't even know how to change his microphones before starting.
Yeah, but he does. He has gone through this stuff and deleted things before, so I do know that. So
you know what? Let's just blame Joel. Who cares? Because maybe him being angry about it.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe him being angry about it was to throw us off the scent of like, oh, what is this font? It's like, oh, you know what this font is. You're the one who changed it, Joel.
Yeah.
I think we've settled on blaming Joel.
The butler did it.
It was not Luther. We're not blaming Luther for this. It was not Luther.
Luther's a good butler.
All
Thank
right,
you,
man.
Jeremy,
Well,
so much.
thank you.
All right.
Enjoy. Try to enjoy SmackDown. I hope
Bye.
you get
I talk to you guys
Yeah.
later.
Try.
Yeah, no. All right. So, anyways, before we go, Maggie, what do you think of the promo with Swerve? And do you think he will be defeating? I know we'll do our prediction show next week, but just an early prediction. Do you think he will be defeating Jonathan Moxley?
Yeah, so I will try to be as quick as I can about this because SmackDown's starting. The Death Riders story was a gold mine in my eyes because it started off with a bang. They choked out Bryan Danielson with a bag, man. This was the most that is one of the greatest failures of wrestling, I consider, in my eyes, the Death Riders, along with Bray Wyatt, everything about his presentation, and the Fiend and everything. Because this had the potential to be something so incredibly special, and they flopped it, man. And this promo between Moxley and Swerve was probably one of the first times I saw John Moxley as a regular human being and not as a who talks like that person. It's he saw that he said that he looking at Swerve, he has faith for the future of wrestling. And Swerve was like, "Who are you? Like, you hide behind your Death Riders and you hid the title, the AEW title in a briefcase because you couldn't look at it."
Yeah.
And that is what I wanted, for someone to point that out, because why isn't Copeland had the opportunity to open the briefcase and he chose not to? That was the stupidest thing ever. And I enjoyed this promo so much because it referenced stuff that needed to be mentioned a long time ago. And we continue, they further the storyline with Marina Shafir and Willow, who will clash eventually at either a pre-show or or on a Collision or a Dynamite. I really don't care, but this was definitely needed. And for me, Swerve needs to beat Moxley, but I know that he's not going to. People keep telling others that Hangman will be the one to dethrone Moxley, and I'm perfectly okay with that. But Swerve, why are you making that face?
I think Swerve does it, and we see Swerve versus Hangman at All In. Is what I think we get.
I would enjoy the crap out of that, but people say that Hangman could be the one to screw Swerve from that title, because he said that he would do anything in his power
I didn't think about
not to
to
have Swerve as a champion. That is it. But we will be talking about this again next week, because we are going to call it a day, because we need to watch SmackDown. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Please, on your way out, please leave a like on the video if you haven't. And after the show is done, please leave a comment below. Again, it helps us a lot with the algorithm. I would like to send out a huge thank you to everyone who leaves a comment down below and the comment setting for the algorithm. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much you're helping. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Please share and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Fightful Select. You can follow me on Twitter or X or whatever at Maggie_IK, on Instagram at Maggie.IK, and on Blue Sky at Maggie-IK. Again, the weirdest thing in the world. Rob, please plug your shit.
Yeah, guys, want to say thank you again for tuning in this week, and we will see you next week for AEW Dynasty predictions. But you can follow me at Rob Wilkins on Twitter or X. And I'm also at Fight4Rob on Instagram. Again, thank you guys. We hope you have a good one. We hope if you watch SmackDown, you enjoy it. If you watch Collision, you enjoy it. No matter what wrestling you watch, we hope you enjoy it. So we hope you have a great day, great weekend, and we will see you next week for another episode of Coexisting. Peace out. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Coexisting with Rob and Maggie. You can check out all our previous episodes on your favorite podcast platforms or youtube.com/FightfulOverbooked.